Hey, how's
What
it
up?
going?
We're back, and I'm halfway in the fucking frame. There we go.
Okay.
So welcome back. I know that this is supposed to be episode 20, and I know that you
It's
guys...
been a couple weeks because I've been a
Yeah.
lazy bastard.
Yeah, you're a lazy fuck.
Hey, fuck you.
Well, I hate to bust you guys' balls, but this is not episode 20. We are...
You're getting framed.
framed.
No, this is CREEPYPASTA episode
0.2.
So,
Yay, creepypastas!
I just made you want to pause there for a second just to...
Yeah, I was like,
for a
wait,
minute.
what? But anyway, again, if you don't know what creepypastas are, you can check out our first creepypasta episode 0, or get off your lazy asses and check out fucking www.creepypasta.wiki.com.
Which has just about
Everything.
It
Literally
is
everything.
awesome!
Check YouTube,
You
check
can get,
Facebook.
You can get lost for days, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, you can.
There's so many of them that are more
Before
than an
we
hour.
start on anything, because this was just brought to my attention today, I brought it to your attention.
And I thank you for it, because
You're welcome.
I got kind of a laugh out of it.
I got a laugh out of it
It's-
too,
it's
but
not-
I'm not laughing about so much what happened as to just the concept behind it.
I'm laughing at, yeah. I mean, I'm not
Because
gonna laugh
it's
at this,
horrible
but-
as to what had happened. And I'm going to start off with, those of you who are familiar with creepypastas, I'm sure you've heard of Slender Man.
Even if you're not familiar with creepypastas,
If you're on the internet at all, you've heard of Slender Man.
Exactly.
These two 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin decided that they loved Slendy so much that they were going to kill one of their schoolmates.
Did they kill her?
No, she managed to survive even after being
Oh.
stabbed 19 times.
Okay, I didn't read that.
She
I
crawled
saw
out
it,
of the
I was like,
forest, made it onto a trail, and a biker saw her. A cyclist stopped.
Oh.
And the girl managed to tell the cops, you know, who did this and everything. And, you know, these girls, I hope they rot in prison. I really do. Because, one, they're so fucking stupid for what they did.
They're psycho.
Yeah, so...
They're
I mean,
stupid. They're stupid psycho.
So,
This is the psycho you want to like.
This is what I'm going to say right now off the bat. Everyone listening to our stories, our videos, you know,
Whatever.
the creepypastas, whatever. It's fiction. It's not real. Okay? Don't think that the skin taker will love you if you actually go out, kidnap a child, and skin them. Smile Dog is not going to love you for feeding your friend's face to your pet chihuahua. You know, that's not how it works. Sorry, they're fiction. They're fake stories just to scare you.
I don't think we have young viewers, do we?
We have a couple.
Do we?
Actually, and I want to thank them because they sent me a wonderful, wonderful review on our YouTube channel. They're both from Germany.
Germans.
Yeah, so thank you again, Guten Tag.
I don't know how to speak German.
I only know Guten Tag and a few other
What's
things.
Guten Tag?
I think it means thank you.
If it doesn't, you just probably
I
swear
probably-
at them for
No, I'm pretty sure that Guten Tag means thank you. I'm pretty
Well, I'm
sure.
glad they can speak English and understand us.
They'll probably laugh at me and be like, no, you actually said this. Which is fine.
But if you said Guten Tag and it was the right way, they're like, oh, wow, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm wrong, I completely apologize, and you can, you know, get a good laugh.
I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to torture the language.
Actually, speaking of reviews and such, I got another one, a video response review.
What? I want to see
in
this.
my email, actually,
I would love
from
to
a
see this.
wonderful young lady down in New Zealand, believe it or not.
Wow, the
And-
land from down under.
And
almost.
she wants us to review one of her favorite films, and I've actually got it downstairs. We will be reviewing it, and that is Return of the Living Dead. So I'm stoked to be able to say that we will be
can't
reviewing Return of the Living Dead soon, so don't worry about that. We've actually got a good list of what's going to be coming up, so that's cool. But let's get into some motherfucking creepypasta.
Yes!
Alright, so we're going to start off with one list that I've been looking forward to. I think you've been looking forward to this too. We're going to start off with the top 5 creepypasta characters that just blew our mind. You want me to start, or do you want to start?
You can start.
I'm going to start? Alright,
Yeah,
sweet.
I'll let you start.
My number 5 was originally a character known as Mr. Widemouth, who kind of looked like a cross between the Critters movie characters, those little fucking porcupine aliens, and the Cheshire Cat.
I thought of him as a freaking gremlin with a big ass smile.
Okay, maybe you saw a different picture than I did then when I first.
I didn't see a picture. I just imaged him in my head as I was.
Oh,
listening.
okay. Because I was about to say the one that I listened to actually had a picture of him.
Oh, okay.
And he was this kind of stout little dude, and like I said, he kind of looked like one of the Critters. Have you ever seen that movie, Critters?
No.
Okay, well they're these little porcupiney aliens. They roll up into balls.
Oh, all right.
He looks like that with the Cheshire Cat's face because he's just got this wide grin.
Right.
Well, he's not on my list. He's been replaced due to certain events by the one and only Slender Man. Slendy made my top 5. And I know that originally when you and I talked about this, Slendy was not going to be on my list at all. I was like, I'm going to try and completely knock him off the list. And he was for the longest time. Up until this morning, he became number 5. So, yay, Slendy! Number 4, Pinkie Pie. The cute little My Little Pony character. Some people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Go check out Cupcakes.
He's a brony.
Go look at Cupcakes and you'll see why Pinkie Pie is on.
He's as bad as I am with the Joker. It's crazy.
I don't think I'm that bad.
No, well, I'm not terrible.
No. I mean, like my brony love, I don't think it's that bad because I don't have everything brony. I've got some figures. I've got a calendar. I've got a couple of DVDs. That's about it. I don't have posters. I don't have T-shirts.
I have a couple of posters.
I mean, I'll fully admit it. My nerddom is right there. I am a Power Ranger nerd. I admit it. I completely admit it. I am a nostalgia freak for fucking Power Rangers. I admit it.
I'm in the gym.
Anyway, number 3, Zolgo. That creepy Cthulhu motherfucker. He who waits behind the walls with 7 hands and oozing shit. And
the one you suspiciously can't find the origin story for.
It's impossible. I have looked
If you
everywhere.
know where to find it, let us know.
I have gone to creepypasta.com. I have gone to the wiki. I've gone to YouTube. I can't find the origin story anywhere. Please, 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 if you do know where it is, let me know.
If Mr. Creepypasta is watching this, please find it.
Yeah, because I've checked him and he's only got the little song.
Yeah, which is not enough.
No, it's not. Number 2, one of my all-time faves, Laughing Jack. That creepy son of a bitch. And the thing is, every time he shows up, you get the song Pop Goes the Weasel. And I don't know about you, but I will fucking be at work or somewhere, and all of a sudden I'll just randomly start humming Pop Goes the Weasel.
Really?
I'll just be randomly there, and I won't even think of Laughing Jack, and I'm just like, and I'm like, what the hell?
He got into your head, man.
He did. And my all-time number 1 fave, and in my opinion, the fucking king of creepypastas, not Slenderman, not Jeff, the Skin Taker.
Skin Taker's creepy. But that's because he's part of your childhood.
He is.
Because you remember him.
I do remember the show, and I've talked to other people who seem to remember the show. But
I don't remember the show.
The weird thing is, there's nothing about the show that it exists.
Your fan's gonna fall down and kill me.
Oh, it just bobs weirdly. I don't fucking understand it. Trust me, if it was gonna fall, it would have done it a long time ago. We've been here over a year, so.
Okay, alright.
Who is a skeleton marionette from the story Candle Cove, which we'll talk about later.
Right.
Yeah, he grinds his teeth back and forth.
How are you doing?
And when they ask him, why it is that way, he doesn't look at the little girl. He looks at the camera and says, "To grind your skin."
To grind your skin.
I love the Skin Taker. So that's my list. Oh, go.
Bitch. Number 5, Ben.
Fuck Ben. He sucks.
Fuck you.
He's a statue.
He's a creepy statue.
He's a statue who follows you around.
I don't even care. I think Majora's Mask is seriously one of the scariest games, just for some of the shit in it. As a kid, it scarred me. Whatever. Ben scares me.
Whatever. Next.
Number 4, Slenderman.
Slendy.
Which
we've already talked about numerous times.
Number 3, Laughing Jack, which we've talked about, and due to him, I've been introduced to it, and he is now. I think with trying to do my character and an upcoming story that I'm not going to talk about right now, but I think he's going to be another inspiration for it.
Laughing Jack, nice.
Laughing Jack. So
nice.
Let's see, 3, 2, the Rake.
Who we really haven't talked about much, surprisingly.
We haven't, and he's kind of overlooked as a monster, but he's scary in the way that
he's a humanoid-esque creature,
something like that.
Who doesn't seem. He's almost Bigfoot-like. Like he'll show up on film, but the thing is, he's kind of reclusive, and he doesn't seem to want to hurt anyone unless
he just wants to stare at you.
Yeah, he just kind
of watch you.
Yeah, and then if he does Because there are stories where he's portrayed more as a villainary character.
Right, but
where he like will just randomly kill people.
You know what it sounds like? Sounds like the freaking Jersey Devil. You ever? Or not the Jersey Devil. The Oh, it was in that creepy New England book thing that I showed you.
There was the Jersey Devil.
Well, there was the Jersey Devil, but there was this little freaking thing probably about the size of my hand.
Oh, yes, I know.
A little red thing that was kind of nice and didn't harm anything. It was kind of like that until you piss it off, and then
I remember what you're talking about.
The mouth of this rake stretches
4 times
it will like
size,
eat you
eat
whole.
your soul or whatever.
It's something.
Okay,
like
so you're number 1.
Jeff the Killer.
Fuck Jeff.
I'm a sucker for Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, it's because he looks like the fucking Joker.
Hey, that's enough for me.
And it's your name. That's the only reason.
See, it's even better.
Whatever. Whatever.
I don't care, dude. Jeff the Killer is
Alright, next list. Next list.
He is awesome. Okay. I don't know, which one are you thinking about?
I think we should fuck with some people's minds.
Alright, let's do it. Let's fuck with childhoods.
Yeah, we're gonna screw with your fucking mind.
Ha! Your childhood is gonna be ruined.
I'm gonna rape. Yeah, we're gonna rape your childhood. Any of you freaks out there who love this shit.
We're gonna try anyway. If we don't succeed, we'll try again and make it better.
Yeah, we'll have to try again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to start this one? Since
Sure.
I started the last one. Go for it. Number 5.
Gengar conspiracy.
Oh, by the way, if we didn't mention, it's PokePastas. PokePasta. Screw you, Pokemon and Nintendo. Anyway, Gengar conspiracy. This is a fucking rad story.
And that was what made it rad for me? It was 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short one.
Short stories usually suck.
They usually do, or in the case of some of them, they rickroll you. Fuck you.
Dude, that one still makes me laugh.
Fuck you, I hate that story.
I can't remember what it's called, but I don't care. It's
The Voice Upstairs.
Is it The Voice Upstairs? It's funny how you remember it, yet you hate it.
Because I see it all the time.
I think it's so hilarious.
I fucking hate you for it.
Oh my god.
I so got into that story and then you fucked me.
I rickrolled you.
You did.
I rickrolled. That's why you hate it so much, because I rickrolled you. I got you.
It was because I was getting so into it. I'm like, this is actually really creepy.
You know what though?
Okay, anyway, back to Gengar.
Anyway.
Back to Gengar.
Okay. A new guy, new professor.
Yeah, we don't
doesn't tell you who it is.
Yeah, we don't know if it's
Oak or whatever.
The later ones. We have no idea.
All we know is he had a Clefairy.
Clefairy, yeah.
Clefairy. And he specializes in evolution and
And he wants to try the theory of dual stone evolution.
Right.
So he puts his Clefairy into a containment field. He gives it both a Moonstone and a Duskstone.
Right.
Moonstone, for those of you who have either played or watched Pokemon, know that the Moonstone evolves Clefairy into Clefable.
Yes.
Duskstone has no effect. That we're aware of. Few days pass and we notice
like 5 days, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. The shadow starts getting darker, even though the light hasn't changed at all.
Right.
And the wings of Clefable are missing. However, there's these gnarly spikes. Eventually, we see Clefable passed out, and the shadow actually takes 3-dimensional form and becomes a Gengar. It's got the sharp teeth and the evil eyes and the smile. And he actually uses Dream Eater, which is an awesome attack. And that little fucker becomes, terrifying. Gengar, you look at Ghastly and Haunter from the original games, and they're cutesy ghosts. Then you get Gengar, who actually looks like he might not belong there. Like, he's probably not such a nice guy.
He's fucked up.
Yeah, he looks kind of mean. Next.
Hypno's Lullaby, another short one.
Short, done as a legitimate lullaby about Hypno, another psychic type Pokemon, actually.
And it's out to make your children go crazy and steal their souls.
Yeah. Go Hypno.
Yay. It sounds like something you'd sing to your children.
It does, only really, really twisted.
Yeah.
So
maybe I'll sing it to my children.
No, great. You're number 3.
My children will be fucked up. Bulbapod.
With the mummified Bulbasaur with a Metapod on his back instead of the plant ball.
Right, and its only attack is to mummify, which is not even an attack in the game.
Nope.
Or any game for that matter.
Not to my knowledge. I haven't played any of the new ones, so I don't know.
Either way. And you try to defeat it with your Pikachu and...
Who looks all depressed now.
Right, who's like...
And he gets mummified. You run to the Pokemon Center.
Yep.
And the nurse behind the counter says, "Oh, we can't do anything for you," and it comes up saying Pikachu has died. But then, like 2 seconds later, Pikachu has been revived. It's like, wait, what? And then your Pikachu is a mummy / zombie, whatever, and it starts mummifying frickin' everything, and then the screen just goes black.
So that one I think is cool because it's not.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying if you're like into the game and you're like, oh god, I can't stop playing, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck, and your head's like way back here somewhere.
And all of a sudden your Pikachu jumps out of the screen and it's like,
you're like, no, and you disappear.
Vice.
2 and 1 is very close.
Okay.
For me. You got the Lavender Town Syndrome
at number 2.
The supposedly happened, never been.
The by-tune programming.
Right.
Because in one you'd hear something and another you'd hear another thing.
Causes suicides in kids under 12 years old.
12 and under, yeah.
So, and the weird thing is Nintendo's never disproved it. They never said, okay, yes, it's happened, but they never said, no, it hasn't.
Yeah, which gives it more value.
So it's like, Nintendo's hiding something here.
Of course they are. They are always hiding things.
Everybody's hiding something. And number 1 is Drifloon.
Oh, the one about
just the mythos about Drifloon.
Didn't your top 10 have one in the house originally?
I changed it.
Oh, you changed it?
Okay.
Because I remember you and I were talking about that a little bit earlier.
Yes, and I was like, nope, this one's better.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
now it's my turn for the
I didn't get to talk about Drifloon.
He's a balloon who likes to kill children.
He steals children and drops them.
Yeah, he steals them, floats off, and I don't know how the hell.
It was Japanese mythos.
Yay for Japan.
Hey, Japan myth and stuff scares the shit out of me.
Because they're like, turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Sorry.
Whatever, you go.
Okay, anyway. Fucking Japanese shit. Anyway, number 5. Pokemon Jessica.
Yes, which is really fucking long.
It is. It's almost an hour. And I apologize for it being so long.
You can listen to it, but make sure you're like doing something on the side to keep yourself occupied.
Yeah, because you'll probably fall asleep otherwise. It starts off really, really cutesy about a girl who she falls in love with the Pokemon games and everything. And her first Pokemon game is Pokemon Yellow. She gets her Pikachu and she decides that she's going to name her Pikachu Jessica after a friend who unfortunately moved away. She continues to get the Pokemon games, but she keeps coming back to Yellow because it's nostalgic, and she fell in love with her Pokemon. That was her legitimate
it's
partner.
Like hooking up your old PS1.
Yeah, exactly.
I did that the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, she eventually gets older, and she gets mad about something, and she ends up actually breaking her Pokemon Yellow. Well,
I couldn't live with myself.
If you broke your Pokemon Yellow?
I don't have a Pokemon Yellow, but it's breaking my favorite game that I'd always go back to. I've already done that once. I will not do it again.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
But, so eventually she somehow comes across the Pikachu, and out of nostalgia, she names it Jessica. Well,
in the new Pokemon Yellow that she bought again.
Yeah, I think she got a new Pokemon Yellow.
She ended up breaking her last one.
But somehow she got a hold of a Pikachu, renamed it Jessica, and by doing this, the Pokemon actually start saying, you know, why have you forgotten me? Why did you break me? Things of that nature. Yeah. And I'm not going to ruin the ending because it's a really good story. Number 4, it's a supposed glitch in the game for Pokemon Buried Alive. For this one, you're in Lavender Town yet again. We seem to have a thing going here for ghost types.
Yeah. They're the creepiest.
Well, among the creepiest, I would say. With this, we are introduced to a trainer who has quite literally been buried alive. You go to his tombstone and he says, oh, you finally come, fresh meat. And you go into a battle and he uses a bunch of high-level Pokemon and he kicks the hell out of you. And then the screen fades to black with him holding your corpse and it simply says, fresh meat. I probably could have, lengthened my synopsis on this, but go listen to the story.
Yeah.
Number 3 we already talked about, which was Lavender Town Syndrome. Number 2 also talked about with Hypno's Lullaby. And my number 1 is Pokemon Snap Death. This was one of my first Pokemon games.
Wasn't mine.
I had one of the Game Boy ones, but I'm talking when
Mine was Stadium.
My very first was Pokemon Red. That was my first.
Oh, okay.
And then we had a Nintendo 64, and I got Pokemon Snap. My brother got Pokemon Stadium.
Oh.
So we had both of them, but this kid, this was his favorite Pokemon game. He would spend hours trying to get the best picture of the Pokemon. Well, he grows up, they move to a new house, and he's like, oh, here's my old Nintendo 64. I'm going to go hook it up. and he's trying to find his Pokemon Snap. Well, he finds it in a crack in the basement. He pulls the thing out, and he notices this black gunk all over the chip. So he tries to clean it, thinking that it's not going to work. He puts it in, and the game starts up and works fine, other than the sky shows up to be red rather than blue, like it should be. And
could be just a coding issue to have to do with the gun.
That's his initial thought. He's like, I can get past that. Well, he starts playing the game, and he starts noticing that certain Pokemon, like when you're in the tunnel and you throw an apple at the electrode and the electrode blows up, that it actually shows up in a completely different level that it shouldn't show up. And it's in pain. It looks like it's in pain. And then we start seeing other Pokemon doing the same things, and then when you get back to Professor Oak, he starts telling you, that you've seen these horrible images, because then all of a sudden you start seeing flashing images of Pokemon being like mutilated and things of that nature.
Gross stuff.
And the kid finally goes and he asks his mom, hey, do you know whatever happened to my Pokemon Snap game? And the mother states that when they moved, it fell out of the case and it broke, so she threw it away. So we have no idea where this one came from. So, yay! Spookiness! Alright, next list. This is the list you've been looking for.
This is the list I love.
And I get to start this one.
Okay.
So,
yay, fine with me.
And this is for SCP Creepypastas. For those of you who don't know what SCP stands for, it's a government agency stand for Secure, Contain, Protect. There's 3 levels. You have Safe, Elusive, and Keter. Keter means dangerous. Don't go near it.
Yeah, it will kill you.
So this is our top 5 SCPs. My top 5, I should say. At number 5, SCP-478, the Tooth Fairies. These are micro SCPs that collect in a horde to look like a butterfly or moth, and they don't need to eat or drink or anything of that nature. They don't need to mate. However, they do seem predatory, and they are predatory on humans from the age of 25 and under.
Okay.
And they specifically look for people who have not shed all of their baby teeth.
Like me.
They go in and they actually will land in your mouth while you sleep, implant themselves, and you will just consecutively grow more and more teeth throughout your palates, down your esophagus, into your stomach, into your lungs and other organs, and they will actually sap the calcium from your bones, and eventually they'll leave you dead.
Cool.
I don't like these guys because they are fucking parasites. I don't like parasites.
That's terrible, but
yes,
cool.
And that's why they made it on my list, because they're terrifying. Number 4, SCP-1003, the Tapeworm Child.
Oh no.
I don't like parasites, as I already mentioned. SCP-1003-A, or -1 actually, I think is what it's called. Yeah, -1, sorry. Is just a normal tapeworm. Once it gets inside of a human, it drops off its eggs. Mm-hmm. However, this is where we come into SCP-1003-2. These eggs, rather than forming to look like other tapeworms, actually form human fetuses. Once these fetuses are expelled, most of them die. The ones that don't die, however, continue to look more like humans, and they act like humans. However, their skin is actually made of fucking tapeworms. It's disgusting. These things are just gross, and they bother me immensely.
Nasty.
Number 3, SCP-058, the Heart of Darkness. This is literally a sentient heart with tendrils that can whip up to 200 miles per hour, has 4 arachnid-like legs, and a small hand-like appendage that allows it to drag itself along.
Cool.
When I first heard this story, I was like, what the hell is this thing? And then I finally think I have come up with a theory as to where this heart came from. I think it's Zulgo's heart. Hence the Heart of Darkness. This is my own theory. I can't say that it's the actual point of the story. Number 2, SCP-682, the Reptile. He is a sentient alligator-like creature who hates all life. He just wants to destroy anything and everything. And they've killed him numerous times, but he constantly regenerates. And he actually can communicate with us speaking English.
Huh.
Yeah, really, really cool story. Go into it, check it out. And my all-time #1 SCP is SCP-049, the Plague Doctor. Humanoid in appearance, dressed as the Plague Doctors from the time of the Black Death, the bubonic plague, whatever you call it. He believes that he is curing people. However, anytime that he touches or quote-unquote cures anyone, he actually gives them the plague. I love the Plague Doctor. He's fucking scary as hell. And he actually shows up in the game. I found out he shows up in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. So that's my list of SCPs. You're up.
Number 5 for me. SCP-115, the miniature dump truck.
Which is such a cool story.
Alright, so what it is, it's a little Tonka truck.
Yes.
Regular size, made of plastic and the regular tin metal, whatever.
Yep.
But it just happens to weigh 90 tons.
Yes, and can carry
120 tons.
Yep.
So, the problem with this is that, well, it's a little Tonka truck and it comes with a remote control.
Yep.
And they carry it on a flatbed. And the picture they use, you might have seen it, is the little Tonka truck that's actually been strapped to a flatbed.
Yep.
And supposedly this is the reason why
Yep.
it was strapped to the flatbed.
Yep.
So,
it's a cute picture. I'll get it.
It's a little, you know,
it's a fun picture.
it's a fun little story and whatever. It's harmless, but it's cool.
It is. It's a fun story.
Oh, something I want to talk about at the end. It said, "Warning: Do not use vehicle inside, as it damages the concrete walls." It's like, okay, I can see that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Number 4, SCP-224, the grandfather clock.
This one I love.
This one, a random chiming grandfather clock that will age you with every chime.
That will age you, yes.
And it happens randomly, so the first time you hear that chime, you book it out of that room and you close the doors.
Yes.
And it even chimes inanimate things. It chimes. Ages the inanimate things.
Yeah, because it ages the soundproof walls.
Right, they have to go in like I think like twice a week and replace it.
Yep.
So, and the last time they didn't replace it, they were neglected to place it. One guy aged to over 100 years old from 35.
Nice.
So, yeah, his daughter must have been like scared of him after that.
You think?
Number 3, SCP.
What did he get at that point after
No, he lived. He just was on retirement. He had to retire early.
You think?
Yeah, right?
He's
So
probably more senile than anybody on the planet.
I was 35 years old. Yeah, okay, Grandpa.
Whatever you say, Grandpa. Take your medicine. Eat your applesauce.
Oh, God.
Next.
Okay. SCP-787, the plane that never was.
This is a fucked up one.
This is messed up. You've never read this one. I read it last night, and I was like, oh my God, this is freaky. What it is, it's a Boeing 787.
Shaped like a penis.
Think. Totally. No, it's painted blue and
Oh, come
white.
on. You can't tell me that planes weren't made by some dude who obviously had a phallic fixation. Planes look like big flying dicks.
I don't know. I have no.
You know what else does? Are those fucking grain silos at farms. You drive past those things, they look like big dicks.
I think your imagination wanders. It stretches to make a dick out of something.
Maybe.
By the way, continuing on. Blue and white plane.
Are we continuing on with the story or more dick jokes?
Continuing on with the story.
Okay.
We'll worry about the dick jokes later.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Alright. The blue paint covers the windows and everything, and it's perfectly safe to enter.
Yes.
And they put the SCP has set up cameras inside.
And then spooky shit starts happening.
People show up out of nowhere.
Voices.
A guy shows up in a video.
You ever notice too? I'm just throwing this out kind of sporadically.
Okay.
Anytime that there's like apparitions, you hear voices or whispering or whatever. Why is it that never in ghost movies, stories, these videos, anything like that? Why did we never hear a ghost fart? You're gonna think about that now, aren't you? We never hear a ghost fart.
Maybe it's always the silent but deadly.
Maybe.
Because they're dead anyway, so...
The only time you ever hear anything like that is in fucking Scary Movie. There's the one time where the fucking dude's like, and it's just like, there's nobody around. It's like the one and only time.
Anyway, one instance of this.
The
the
one camera catches a person, but none of the other ones do.
that can see that camera.
Yep.
The
a stewardess
shows up out of nowhere.
And a dead passenger who's never even been on a freaking plane.
Well, he's not dead.
Yeah, because he's in fucking Georgia.
He's in like another state and he's never been on a plane in his life and he never remembers getting on this plane.
Yeah.
So it's literally the plane that never existed yet somehow has passengers.
Yeah. And dead people.
And dead people.
I think it's from an alternate dimension.
Maybe.
That would make sense.
Actually, you know what also makes sense? Maybe it was that plane that disappeared in Twilight Zone.
Maybe it's the one that disappeared over fucking Malaysia.
Maybe.
It just went through a time warp and now it's got a story. Okay, anyway, next.
SCP-173.
What number are we on? I forget.
Number 2.
Number 2, okay.
173, the sculpture.
That
Which is fairly
neck-breaking
famous.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the weeping angels of the SCP organization.
Yeah, he's pretty much Doctor Who except for creepypasta.
Yeah, so you have to look at him.
So the Doctor should just show up and take care of the shit.
Why isn't he here?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, come on, the world's pretty fucked up already.
Dude, I'm wondering where like any superhero person that's supposed to save the world is at. Doctor Who is nowhere to be found. Superman is nowhere to be found. These guys suck. They're supposed to. Fuck them. Thanks, guys. You stick around in your little.
At least Deathstroke is with it. He knows what's up. He wants to get out of the cartoon. He wants to save the world, but he can't because.
Are you thinking Deadpool?
Deadpool. Sorry.
I
said Deathstroke.
I don't know.
Well, it starts with dead something.
Dead.
We're getting off topic. Damn it.
Deadpool knows that he's supposed to be out of there. He knows that he's in a comic book.
He knows. He wants to help, but he can't. So
he can't do much. Oh well.
Anyway.
Thanks for trying anyway, Deadpool. Anywho.
Continuing on. You know the sculpture.
Yes.
You have to keep an eye on them. They got a whole procedure.
You can't blink or he's gonna come closer.
Well, you can't blink by yourself.
Yeah, there's gotta be other people watching.
Right, there's gotta be other people watching him.
Cameras don't work because he will move on the cameras.
Which is weird.
Because it's not direct eye contact. It has to be direct eye contact.
Wait, what if it's recorded?
Nope, it has to be direct eye contact.
So if it's recorded, you can see him move?
Yeah, well, kind of, because it'll actually static out and then you'll see it move.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, if you actually go to the top 22 thing when Taps talks about the SCPs and they talk about the statue, they actually show a little video clip.
Oh, alright, cool.
So that's why. Alright, number 1.
Oh, this is my favorite. This is so my favorite.
The vibrator.
Totally. How do you know? No. SCP.
Back to dick jokes.
1386, the sentient ice cream van.
Nice.
I love this one. Okay.
This is a cool one.
They blocked off a whole block, and this ice cream van based off of like the I think it's the 80s.
Yeah, it's 70s or 80s, I think.
I can't remember the company. Goodies or something like that.
Oh, is it hoodies?
No, it's not hoodies. It's humor. Humor.
Good humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just goes around in a circle. But what it does, you can go up to it, ask for any ice cream you want, and
as long as you pay.
As long as you pay. There's been one instance where the guy cheaped. It was $16.26 was the price of the ice cream the guy got. He refused to pay and paid with quarters and $3.75. This little slut that just magically appears, somewhat, just appears, grew 6 feet tall. The guy was dragged in the van, and for 5 minutes straight, nothing but this red slush was issued throughout this little hole. And when they did tests on the slush,
It was blood.
it was the guy's blood, organ matter, and bone grindings.
Holy crap.
The whatever's inside there grinded the guy up and freaking threw him out. So don't rip him off.
Yeah, don't fuck with this ice cream.
And they got clever, and they started writing down their orders, and trying to hand it to the guy. And what came out was not like a muscle, like just red hand popped up and grabbed the note and gave the ice cream. As long as you paid, gave the ice cream, and that was it. And it continued on its way. That's all they've seen of what's inside the van is a hand.
That's kind of cool.
No one's tried grabbing the hand. One guy actually threw his ice cream away because he lost his appetite. So it's
interesting.
I could something like that. I would go up and approach and get an ice cream. Sure, I wouldn't rip him off.
No.
I wouldn't try running after I ripped him off.
No.
So that's my favorite, just for the fact it's a nice guy, but he will kill you.
Yeah, don't fuck with him.
So
He'll kick your ass.
That's my.
He'll kick your fucking ass.
I think that will
All
forever
right.
be my list.
So that brings to the final list, and it's our top 10 creepypastas revamped, revised, whatever.
Revised, same difference.
And it's your turn to start.
Yay! Number 10.
Yes.
Suicide Mouse, AVI.
The Walt Disney.
The Walt Disney
Lost
30s
episode.
Walt Disney episode with Mickey Mouse.
With the horrible, horrible piano in the background.
The organ playing.
And it goes for 4 minutes of a just continuous
Walking.
loop.
Yeah, it's a
And
walking
with a depressed
mouse.
Mickey, he looks, like he's gonna cry. And then eventually the video becomes corrupt and it goes black.
For 8
but we
minutes.
still hear horrible gurgling music and screaming.
And this and that, whatever.
Yay, screaming!
And when it comes back, he's still depressed, but I think after a little while, a scream is heard, and then a smile shows up on his face. Like an evil, I killed somebody while it was black for 8 minutes.
Yes.
So,
For 8 minutes.
for 8 minutes.
You said 30.
I said 8.
It definitely sounded like you said 30.
I'm pretty sure I said 8.
I think you said 30.
If I said 30, I'm losing my mind, because I
Which is
swear
a
I
good
said 8.
possibility.
Hanging out with you a lot. It happens.
Yeah.
You and Amber and the lack of friendship with anybody else and
Fuck
physical
friendship.
contact.
Fuck friendship. Who needs friends?
Anyway, number 9, the Edda and Eddie theory.
Where they're in hell or purgatory or something.
Like that, and the
they're all
Kanker
dead.
sisters
They're
are
all dead.
the devils, like demons, whatever. And they're all dead, and they all died in
Dude, every time
different points of history.
I know that this is going to sound somewhat sexist, and I apologize to our fans, but every time I think of female demons, I always think of them supposed to be, sexy and shit, man.
The one with blue hair was kind of cute for a cartoon, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
The other two were just weird.
I mean, even the manga there, Love and Hell, most of the demons in that were sexy.
Love and Hell. Oh, no. I have yet to read the rest of that.
I've got all 3 of them.
I know you got all 3 of
And
them.
I'm bummed because 3 of them, number 3 is the last one, that's it.
Lame.
Yeah, very short-lived series.
I don't even read anime and I laughed at, or manga and I laughed at.
Yeah, you really dug.
I got into the first volume, I was like, nope, I'm reading this.
Yeah, you really dug.
I have yet
Love
to read
and
the
Hell.
other two. Oh my god, my legs.
Although I still like Monster Musume better. Anyway.
Okay. So we won't get into that. If you're interested in that and you love the show, go check it out.
And when you're finished, make sure to go and listen to Whoopin' Gundam Style.
It had 2 billion views. Did you
2
hear about
billion
that?
views.
Oh my god.
I did. I heard about that.
He's still making money off of that after what, a year and a half or so?
2 years.
2 years?
It's been 2 years. My dad didn't believe me either that the whole fucking song is in English. He's like, it's in Korean. I'm like, no, it's not. It's in English.
Some of it's in Korean.
It's fucking English. It's just horrible,
There's a
horrible accent.
There's a couple of parts of it, but yeah, mostly it's in English.
It's just a horrible
I
accent.
pointed it out to a few of my friends, like, you're bullshitting me. Like, watch the video. Just
Yeah.
watch it.
It's all in fucking
and
English.
you'll understand it. Alright.
I gotta show you something actually, speaking of Gundam Style after this is done.
Oh, okay. Number 8, Slender Man.
Slender.
The story of Slender Man is still creepy,
It
even
is.
with all of its overhyping.
I would, you know what I would love to see is Slender Man actually do one of these weird dance videos. You know,
I am okay with that.
I would kind of like to see Slender Man doing Gunman Style. I think that would be pretty cool.
I'm okay with that.
Dude, I think it would be awesome to actually see Slender Man come on to an American Idol kind of thing and try to do his thing.
Dude, I
It's
should
like-
dress up as Slender Man, do American Idol.
Yeah, but you can't do anything. 'Cause there's no face.
I can dance.
Yeah, you could. Well, then you'd have to be on America's Got Talent.
No. I could pretend to sing and dance, but not actually sing and just be dancing.
I
I have no mouth.
suppose. I
So I could
suppose.
say sing and dance Slender Man. They're like, what? Anyway, number 7. Creepy Bot, Ben Drown. Yeah, I know.
Creepy, but.
That's why it's number 7. It creeps me out still because it's technology. Technology creeps me out.
So
And
you're
the fact that you
technophobe?
can talk about Ben Drowned is...
That's the creepy part, is the fact that when you actually bring Ben up, it gets fucking pissed off.
And it's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, it says to you, I know where you sleep. I'm going to murder you. It's like, what the fuck? And even sometimes it comes up saying, I am God.
Weird.
Yes. Next.
Mr. Widemouth.
Yay! This was a great fucking story.
Yeah.
This little gremlin-y looking motherfucker
This one actually hit home with me for the fact that I knew a trail like that. Except for it didn't end in a graveyard, it ended at this little thing called Dead Man's Corner. Which is pretty much just as creepy.
It is pretty creepy.
It didn't end that way it went on. I just decided to turn around. Because I was scared shitless and it was getting dark.
Kind of funky.
So, number 5. The Art of Jacob Emery.
This was another really interesting story.
I like this one a lot.
This starts off kind of just, dude traveling the world, doing his thing.
Well, he's not traveling the world at first. Like, he goes out and then he comes back after like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, but he traveled to a bunch of different places.
Yeah, and he's got his art like all done up like that, and he creates stories out of just like simple suggestions.
And shit starts moving.
Well, that's after somebody asked him to draw himself.
Well, no, shit started moving before then, didn't it?
I don't think so. I think it started when he was started drawing himself, and he got done with himself, and the picture he drew of himself started moving.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've heard this story.
But either way, I listened to it last night, and I got drawn in. I was like, this is
pretty cool.
This is pretty cool. I mean, I've always imagined my drawings as a kid coming to life.
Yep.
And so this is like the darker, more adult-mattered ordeal to that. So I was like, oh, all right. So that was a really good one. Number 4, Jeff the Killer.
Again with Jeff.
Well, he's not number 1. I like the story.
It's alright. It got old quick, unfortunately.
Well, it's because you listened to it over and over and over.
No, I didn't. That's because everybody and their mother had to come up with a new Jeff story.
Oh, I don't focus on the other ones. I focus on the main story. That's the only one I really care about.
To obviously the first Jeff the Killer, the origin kind of thing, and then I listened to Go to Sleep, which was the sequel to that, actually written by the original author.
Yeah, all right, and
that was good.
To that one.
And then I heard
after that, I just gave up.
Then I heard Jeff versus Jane and Jeff versus Slender, Jeff versus Laughing Jack, and it's like, all right, I'm good with Jeff stories.
You just got bored of it. See, I stopped myself because I didn't want to ruin it for myself.
I kind of wish that I had, because I probably would have still liked Jeff a lot.
So people, you killed him. You killed Jeff.
You did kill Jeff.
How dare you kill Jeff? What was that, number 4? Number 3, Be My Valentine.
Great fucking story. I will be more than happy to talk about that one.
You will talk about that one. Number 2, Abandoned by Disney.
So long, but still so good after the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, you get past the first 15 minutes, it's kind of boring. You get to know the character a little bit. You get to know how he got to Disney.
The dude who did the voice of that
we'll never know. We have to find him again.
That photo negative Mickey.
Like
he was so good because
perfect.
He had such a gravelly, weird voice for it. He's like,
and it was so soft.
Wanna see my head come off? And it was just awesome. It was so good.
If we start doing readings of CREEPYPASTAs
I will
and stuff
freaking.
Like that, we are going to dub your voice into the thing, and we will let you know. We will find you. We will.
Yes, we will, because you were just awesome. You were perfect for that. And why the fuck does the camera keep jacking up? All right, that's better.
Ghosts.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, so we got that one, and then number 1, Gateway to the Mind,
which is a great
my favorite
story.
It's my favorite because, I'm Christian.
I'm not.
You're not, but I am.
And it still bothered me.
And it bothers you. But it bothers me even more that the God I believe in and I pray to and all that kind of stuff has abandoned me. And so I have no chance.
I just don't want to talk to the dead that much. I'd rather talk to other people.
Technically, God's not dead.
No, I'm talking about the people that guy had to talk to until he managed to talk to God.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't, no. I have no interest in talking to dead people.
I don't want to talk to them. If I could talk to, Lucifer, then sure, okay, but otherwise I don't want to talk to people.
Tell him to fuck off.
Suck my dick.
You suck. Just troll him. Just troll him. Yeah.
Actually, I can't say that, because there are some dead people I would totally love to talk to.
My grandma.
Well, I'm thinking, dead celebrities would be awesome to talk to. I would love to talk to, John Bonham from AC/DC. That would be rad.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Or, no, John Bonham's not from AC/DC. That's Zeppelin. He's the drummer from Zeppelin. Sorry. Wrong band completely.
I know who you're talking about, though. Bon Scott.
Bon Scott.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bon Scott.
Bon Scott. He'd be cool. Dio. I would love to talk to Dio. Although, you know who we would totally need to talk to, who's passed away just recently?
I know who you're going to say.
Who am I going to say?
You're going to say freaking, the big costumes. That's all I got in my head right
Costumes.
now. The freaking
Odorous Urangus from Guar.
Grotogus Maximus.
I don't know.
Oh, it's my freaking character from D&D.
Scrotumus Maximus.
Oh my god.
Yes, I would love to talk to Odorous, yes.
Yes. Actually, you know who I'd like to talk to?
Who?
Janis Joplin.
Jimi Hendrix, dude. John Lennon.
And I'm not a Lennon fan.
You just want to talk to him and be like, I want to hold your hand.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway.
Moving on.
My turn! At number 10, Zolgo.
Ooh.
That creepy son of a bitch is back. We've talked about him a little bit. Hit Cthulhu-esque character. He who waits behind the walls with 7 hands and dripping whatever, I forget. Number 9, username 666. The supposed YouTube channel,
That
look it
doesn't
up,
exist at first until you refresh
over and over and over again until something finally shows up.
And then your computer is virus the fuck.
And you get creepy ass videos. Number 8, this is a new one to me, and I think it was a new one to you too. Ant-Runner.
Yes.
With the android that this dude finds at the dump, brings it home, him and his son check it out, finally get it operating. The android starts off all really nice and becomes the kid's best friend. Then it fucking kidnaps the kid at the end, and we don't know if the kid is still alive or dead. I'm gonna say probably dead.
Most likely.
Number 7 was actually your number 1 with Gateway to the Mind. Number 6, we've talked about it before, SmileDog.jpg.
That which was on our last list.
Yes.
On both of ours, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Smile Dog managed to stay on my list. And we're now getting into the top 5 of my list. But you might as well just listen to my list and completely ignore his.
I don't care.
Number 5.
SCP was more important to me.
Number 5, My Little Pony Cupcakes. Which has Pinkie Pie showing up as a serial
You
killer.
brony.
Don't even go there. You fucking like this story.
You jabroni.
You're a jabroni.
You're a jabroni.
You know what? Eat my ass.
You're a cow.
Okay, anyway. Number 4. The Dear Brother, Dear Sister series, which is also a newer one to me.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
This is a really cool story, and anytime that you like rhyming and serial killers, that's a great fucking.
In a fairy tale type esque.
Yeah, it comes across as a nursery rhyme.
Kind of sounds like something you like Mother Goose Grimm.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, kind of.
Mother Goose Grimm story.
Number 3.
Nice.
Laughing Jack.
Laughing Jack.
Love this motherfucker. Number 2 was my original number 1 from my list, Candle Cove.
Which it have a special place in your heart.
It does, because the skin taker is the shit, and I can't wait to get my skin taker tattoo. Cannot wait.
Okay.
Number 1 was on your list, and I'm going to talk about this one because it's such a great
love
story.
it more than I do.
I do. This is my favorite creepypasta now. Be My Valentine.
So romantic.
It is. It's a creepy romance.
It's a serial killer romance.
It's about a girl who comes to a new town and a new school, and she befriends this guy, and, Valentine's Day is coming up, and she asks him, hey, will you be my Valentine? And he's not really wanting to do it, but he doesn't want to be mean, and he says, okay. And they walk home together, and he gives her this white hoodie, because she was cold, and
she comes back and it's red.
Well, that's not till later, because she asks him, what do you want for Valentine's Day? And he lies to her and says, I want your heart, I want you. Which is really romantic, even though this guy really doesn't have a like for her. But you never know, he might eventually fall in love.
Grow on her.
Well, Valentine's Day comes and she's not in school, but she sent him a text saying, hey, after school, meet me in the park. He shows up at the park, and the white hoodie that he gave her is now stained red. She hands him a box, a wet, dripping box, opens it up, and inside is a human heart. And she's dragging the corpse of a little boy.
Yeah.
Like an 8-year-old little boy.
By like his hair, I think, or his head or something.
Something like that. I think she's dragging him by like his shirt.
Either way, she's dragging him.
And she says to him, well, I couldn't give you my heart, but I could give you his. And as fucked up as that is, I heard that and I'm like, oh, this is a really romantic story.
She's trying to be cute.
She was.
She's kind of psycho too.
She was cute in a psychotic sort of way.
You know what? I could picture her being that little girl with the curly hair and the glasses and little berets in her head.
You know what I see?
What do you see?
I see a girl who,
Innocent.
very innocent looking. You know, she probably had a skirt that went past her knees. You know, just she probably wore more traditional clothing. But I think that she would have had like long dark hair, and she kind of had one of those dark, kind of soulless eyes, like you weren't really sure how to read her, sort of a thing. That's how I picture this girl.
We have two different views of innocence.
We definitely do. I'm thinking that she's going to turn out to be more of a Wednesday Addams sort of character.
Wednesday is awesome.
That's what I see.
That is the best analogy, not analogy, but the best comparison I think we've done on the show. That's
all right, guys. So thank you for watching Creepypasta New Hampshire Horror Freaks episode 0.2. We will have episode 20 up soon, I hope.
Yes.
Jay, do you want to tell our loving fans what 2 movies you'll be reviewing for episode 20?
I will be doing House or Hasso,
The Japanese film?
Japanese horror flick,
which I think you pronounced pretty close. I think it is Hasso.
Hasso. Either way, I'm not good in Japanese. And I'm doing one that I'm not sure about, but I've heard both. You hate it. I've heard somebody liking it. It's Psycho 2. And I know you're sculling up, but even though we do a lot of really great movies, we gotta do some crappy ones or some ones that are just on the border. So
yeah,
we gotta cover them.
We've done some crap films, no doubts there.
Oh my god. That's okay, I got a crap film after that.
Well, my 2 for this upcoming episode 20 will be Natural Born Killers.
Awesome.
Which I'm super excited
Love that
to do.
movie.
And after that, or going along with that, will be The Collector.
Which I've never seen, but I have. My mom hasn't.
Oh, no, okay. Well, does she have The
feel
Collector or The Collection? Because The Collection is the sequel.
I think she's got both of them.
I haven't seen the sequel.
I'm pretty sure she's got the dual pack there. Okay,
yeah.
So I can.
I have The Collector, but not The Collection. I've got to actually get off my butt and get that one.
Sweet. And I've seen Natural Born Killers.
And like I said, we do have a list of films that fans have sent in, so you'll be able to look forward to some of those. And I'm actually going to list a few of them that you'll be able to look forward to. We have upcoming Return of the Living Dead, which I mentioned earlier, from our wonderful fan suggestion from New Zealand.
Awesome.
We also will be reviewing one of my ones that I can't believe I forgot when this was brought up, because I'm such a huge Clive Barker fan. We will be doing Clive Barker's Nightbreed, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a long time since I've seen that. And this movie, I don't want to ruin it, because I've already watched it, but it's going to be cool to be able to rewatch it and do it for the show. It is a newer movie, and it's been... Actually, it was recommended 15 times.
Holy crap.
Yeah, people really want us to do this movie, and I'm really excited to do this movie. And it's Escape from Tomorrow.
That's the one that got forced into,
That's the guerrilla filming.
Right. And Disney was like, no, and then everybody's like, fuck you, Disney.
Yeah, everybody jumped on the bandwagon to see this movie, so I'm really excited.
I can't wait for that. I'm excited.
I'm excited to do that. There's definitely going to be more coming from you, coming from me, etc. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of shitty movies, a bunch of good movies, a bunch of movies like, and we got a bunch of other shit going on. We got a plan. We're on top of it.
Once again, thank you. And if you guys don't agree with our creepypasta list, that's fine. Let us know what you guys think. If we left something out that you think we should check out, maybe we haven't heard it or we have. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't think that we've got anything else going on.
There's no movies coming out that are really interesting yet. Not for this month. Not
anything on the actual theater relativity that I can think of. And I can't think of anything hitting DVD that I'm really excited about either.
Last time I actually did forget something. I know this is like 2 weeks late. But that Rosemary's Baby thing.
Yes, the new Rosemary's Baby.
If anybody watched it, let me know how it was.
Actually, I recorded it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
And actually, talking about that, because it was doing all these remake things, Lifetime did a remake of Flowers in the Attic recently.
No way.
Which I haven't seen the remake of Flowers in the Attic, but I loved the original. I've got a pile of the books over there because I'm a huge fan of V.C. Andrews. And it was so well liked that they're actually doing the second book into a movie. They're doing Petals in the Wind, which I'm really, really looking forward to.
I'm a huge V.C. Andrews fan.
I loved Flowers in the Attic. It was such a good movie when I saw it, and I never read the book until many, many years years
They're,
later.
they're a big fan base.
It's
I
a
know
huge
that.
fan base. There's like 30 books in the series.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I've only
Yeah.
got like 12 of them. I've been actually, because they were out of print for a while, I've been picking them up at Goodwill. Yay, Goodwill! But yeah, I actually want to get the new versions and review that for the show. That's my own want to do, because I love that fucking movie. So, I love the original. I can't talk about the new one, because I haven't fucking seen it yet.
That'll happen eventually.
Again, we are still trying to get the other show up and running, which we gotta get Amber off her butt.
Yeah, she's been contacting me lately, wanting to hang out.
Yeah, she's been doing the same.
And it's like, I can't. But now I got a car, I just gotta get registered.
My car is all registered, it's all inspected, so I suppose if I knew where she lived, they could probably pick her up or whatever, but that'd be the extent of it. But we're trying to get that going. Again, for those of you who do love the Creepypasta, you can find me and Jay both on Facebook.
Yep.
You can find us at the New Hampshire Horror Freaks site, on
Bunch of other of our friendos.
we're on. I have a page on Vampire Freaks for the New Hampshire Horror Freaks, as well as you can find me there, Eddie_Grave. And if you actually go into the roleplay groups, you will also find Creepy World, which is a creepypasta roleplay that I started up. And you can find me in two different spots in that. You can find me under Candle Cove as the Skin Taker, or you can find me in the Carnival as Laughing Jack. So I think that's pretty...
You went psycho with the Creepypasta.
I actually started that a while ago. It was back when we did the first Creepypasta episode.
Oh, wow, alright.
And I've got some great people on there. Like, I've got somebody actually who showed up in the Carnival because they wanted to do a verse match with Laughing Jack. And it's a female friend of mine who plays Jane the Killer. So that was really cool to do. I haven't had a fight with Slendy yet. Still waiting on that.
It'll happen.
But I love playing the Skin Taker. I love getting to use him as a roleplay character. A lot of fun. And I think that's everything. Again, watch the video. If you love this, if you hated us, it's your opinion. But thanks for watching. And yeah, I think that's everything.
Sounds good to me.
More dick jokes.
My fucking back is like sweating here. What the fuck?
Later.